Hello Sim Tech Bros, next in is the Viltrox K90 RGB fill light. Too big to unbox, so we're going to take a quick look right here in pictures. You get two in this, which is pretty cool. And of course it's RGB with lots of lights and effects and so on, which you can change through their app, which is really cool. This is just a look at the end here with the branding up on top. And you have a little screen there, you come up with those buttons too if you wish to do so. And that's really about it. And that's the rest of the specs on the packaging itself on the outside. And this is what it looks like on the other side on the box, as it is pretty big. Inside you will get lots of stuff as well, and that's just the overview. There you get a case to carry it with a strap and a handle, which is pretty cool, so you can carry it on your shoulder or in your hand, which keeps it safe. Inside is padded with Velcro with extra material as well. You've got your brackets to hang on the wall, two cables, and your instruction booklet, which we'll be looking at later on. And that's really about it. And this is what it looks like from the end here. And overall, pretty solid piece of kit, really well made and affordable as well. And looking forward to testing it out and showing you what the colour effects are like and what the app is like and what it's got to offer. So that's basically an overview of it there. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so those know the usual setup here. We've got these lights here that just move in and out. Have several ways of moving around. Also got this guy here, so I do plan to stick up on the wall in the back here when I get some magnets for it. But here is what it looks like just on briefly here. There's an app for this which I'm going to show you. There's an onboard battery as well, so you just have the power button here and you can cycle through all the stuff there. But as mentioned, there is the app which will be better to look at. Gives you more functions as well, and you can see you can go through here, change the colour like that, your temperature and all the kind of stuff in here, and you have a set button here, and you've got loads of different lighting effects as well, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we'll go through here and we will get it set up on, I have a bar here set up, or a tripod here going to set it up on. Have a look at the app, then have a look at the actual lighting effects you get and the app itself. I'll give you a better picture, but you can see it is a very bright light as well, which is cool and affordable as well. So stay tuned after the break while we get it set up on a mount. Hello, Jim, and we're back and we're going to show you this light in action with the app at the same time, which I think might be the best thing to do to give you an idea. And you can use both at the same time if you want. You can stand them up on their sides. There's caps on each end, and there's also holes there to put it onto mounts or whatever the case is. So you're going to download the Viltrox app, Viltrox link. So here you can see you've got 3,000, 4,000, 5,200, 5,500, 6,000 and 7,000, and you got high CCT as well. So if you go through them here, you can see the scale going up like so, and you can dim it and brighten it right up then like that, and it's very bright. The video mightn't show it justice, but it is very bright, trust me. So you have that there. Now there is a difference kind of between the Android and iOS, slight difference, but this iOS screenshots are up on the blog post. I'll try put them in here as well. So if we go over then to colour, you can see you've got an array of colours. You've got Roscoe and Lee. So you can cycle through all these here, which we should do, to give you a look at what they look like. Really nice colour effects on this, I have to say. They've done plenty of these fill lights before, but this one really is excellent compared to what we've done before. So we'll go on to this one here. You've got bright pink, pale gold, chocolate, soft green, virgin blue, ocean blue, pink magenta, light honey, light silver blue, Alice blue, ripe plum, light amber, light flame, pale rose pink, light rose purple, brilliant blue, turquoise, blue green, and you can't read that because it's too bright now. And you've got soft amber, and you've number called bastard amber, 3/4 blue CTB, cyan, and deep purple. So that's what the colour range is in there. As you can see, there is lots. So you've got HSI then, so you can use this here to toggle can see all these letters and numbers changing there. And that's pretty much what you're going to get there. So we'll have a look at some, go back over here actually to this. You've got RGB. You can see here plus and minus, red, green, blue, white and yellow. You can change them by dragging across like so. Bring in your red hue there, your green in here, your blue in here, and yellow in here. So that's what you've got in there. So you've got this scale here as well. Again, you can adjust that to your own needs. A lot of it is adjustments and timing to your own preference, so everyone's going to be different. So you've got the chip there, which you just looked at, and you got access to your camera as well. So in here we've got FX, RGB loop. So you can play and pause, you can cycle them or cycle through. You see CT, international, blink, pulse. So you can go change your speeds then. Flash. So move up the intervals. Police. So again, you can change that colour to cyan for the proper colour if you wanted to do so. And you can pause them there. Play once. Loop play. And so on. So you've got chase. Flame. So if we just turn the speed up and that up, you can see how that works. Party, bad lamp, firework, burst, and weld. So you can change all them as well. And in here then you have got scroll, trek, gradient, rainbow, drive and flame again. And then you've got colours. So that's how that's going to work. You can add presets as well. You got key lamp in here. That's the preset that's loaded. And you can rename, delete or cancel it. And this is what the app will look like at the front here when you go search for it. So we'll go and check something else. I want to just go into a different colour there. I went to a kind of a greeny colour there. So you got chip in there as we looked at. And if you go here, you can go through all these and they'll cycle through again in all different colours. Whatever colour you might set it up at. You have the RGB loop, the CCT loop, and the INT loop, and more settings. So in here, you've got loop, reverse, positive, additional, off, blink, random, and pulse. So you can go to pulse like that. So that can go for any of the colours like I showed you earlier on. And the minimum brightness, and of course you can go up to maximum. And the speed you can slow down as well. Like so. So we change the colour to this. We can do the same in there. Like so. You've got blink. Flash. Police. TV. Chase. Flame. Burst. Firework. All these settings in here. So if we go back home here, if we go up to the 7000, that's the brightness it'll go to. So that's our bottom row here. You've colour, FX, pixel, and you've got preset as well in there. So there's all different options in there. If you want to add a light, you just add a light here. So you can add the second one on there if you want. And here is add light, new group, save current scene preset list, and scan for a new device there. So if you're adding the second light, you can just go into this. So it's got the high CCT, and you've got the different levels here of the brightness. It's very bright. Like I mentioned, I'm going to put it on the back wall and replace this stupid one I have here and put this up because it'll be ideal for separate scenes and all that kind of stuff. And I do like all these colours that are in here as well. It's really good. all the options you can pick from as well. And this chip guy here, INT, again, you can change that, drag these bars across and all that in there. So there's a lot to play around with there. Again, everyone's lighting scenes are going to be different. Everyone has a different setup. Everyone has different uses for these. You can hold these as well, or put them onto tripods or mounts or your wall, or whatever the case is. So it is perfect for any kind of user that needs some kind of additional lighting, be it for filming, these YouTuber guys like me, the grammars, Instagrammers, TikToks, YouTubes, all them kind of things. You can make lots of use cases for them. And it's 3 foot long, which is not too big. They're not heavy either, they're very light. Again, you've got your controls on the side of the light there, as you've seen earlier on. But this just give you a quick demo of what to expect and what the app is going to offer, which is a lot. And there's plenty in there to pick from. And you can allow it to access your camera as well if you wish to do so. So that's really a roundup and a quick review of the latest lamp from Viltrox. It's pretty nice, pretty cool. You get 2 in the pack, and the pack comes nicely protected as well with Velcro straps, 2 wires, 2 sets of clips, and padding as well in the thing, and a bag handle too. One you can carry, one you put over your back on your shoulder as well. So that's basically it and what you're going to get there. Pretty cool light indeed, and that's just using one of them here, but you can use both. And again, as I mentioned, we might do something later on. We have it up on the wall. I'll see if I can place the other one somewhere. We put it in the middle there. We'll see. We'll check back for more later on. Stay tuned for more from Viltrox here on Tech Buzz Ireland. See you next one. Thanks for watching.